Freeman. I'm the Horticulture Extension Agent and Master Gardener Program Coordinator for IFAS Extension St. Johns County. One of my favorite aspects of working in the field of horticulture is knowing that gardening can have profound positive effects on people's health and well-being. I get to teach people how to garden, and in turn, they can experience improved health from gardening or by simply enjoying a garden setting such as this one. Gardeners can grow their own food, cultivate beautiful flowers, and whether it's realized consciously or not, experience other benefits related to improved health and well-being. In fact, horticulture has been used as therapy for centuries. In recent decades, social scientists have been studying and documenting this phenomenon. There are 4 different horticulture therapy models as defined by the American Horticulture Therapy Association that are used to provide people-plant programming. We have horticulture therapy, therapeutic horticulture, social or community horticulture, and vocational horticulture. So let's discuss the difference. Horticulture therapy is the most formal. This kind is facilitated by a certified horticulture therapist, and the purpose is to achieve specific and documented treatment goals. So the therapist will implement specific goals for a particular health issue, whether physical or psychological. The next kind is therapeutic horticulture. This is less formal, and that the goals are not as clinically defined and documented, but the leader does have training in the use of horticulture as a therapeutic medium. Participants strive to improve their well-being through active or passive involvement with plants or plant people-related activities. Certain veterans farms could fall into this category. The next kind is social or community horticulture. Now, the focus is on social interaction and horticultural activities, so there are no defined treatment goals or therapists present. It's more of a leisure or recreational activity related to plants and gardening. So an example would be participation in a community garden or a garden club or the Master Gardener Volunteer Program. And then we have vocational horticulture. Now this focuses on providing training that enables individuals to work in the horticulture industry professionally. So this could be in a school setting, a rehabilitation facility, or even prisons. In vocational horticulture therapy settings, people learn to work independently, problem solve, follow directions, and they teach job skills related to greenhouse, nursery, or other types of landscape employment. Quantitative and qualitative research has proven the benefits of horticulture therapy in many areas of life, including cognitive, social, emotional, physical, and physiological health. Cognitive benefits relate to the mental processes of thinking, perception, memory, judgment, and reasoning. Through gardening, you can encourage observation, increase your knowledge, attain new skills, increase your vocabulary by learning Latin names or different plant names, stimulates your memory to learn about the different species of plants, can increase your attention span and focus because you can get really zoned in on your gardening task. It helps with following directions, problem solving, attention to task, and just general brain functioning. So a horticulture therapist would choose tasks that fit the neurodevelopmental needs of their client. For example, even just writing the name of the plant species on a plant ID label, it encourages cognitive skills and increasing your vocabulary. Gardening imparts many social benefits as well. It increases our communication skills as well as opportunities for interactions with others. It's something as simple as conversation while weeding or cooperating with others in gardening tasks during a Master Gardener program, or even sharing your harvest with others. Gardening has many emotional benefits as well. It increases our feelings of self-worth, confidence, and self-esteem to nurture a plant from seed to harvest, or to plant a transplant and watch it bloom. We get really excited, enthusiastic. It gives us something to feel really interested in. It sparks our creative drive so that we can create beautiful gardens such as this one. It's also really good at relieving aggression or tension, digging in the soil, pulling weeds. I have a favorite quote I'd like to read. As we work with plants, we deepen our understanding of the life cycle. Plants teach us that every living being goes through periods of new beginnings, growth, emptiness, death, and rebirth. As we cultivate plants, they reciprocate by cultivating within us a deeper connection to the seasons of our life. In doing so, they inspire identification with the spirit of life that resides in all living beings. So the physical benefits of gardening may be one of the most obvious aspects. So obviously it provides exercise, and also people are often more willing to pursue physical goals with greater ease in the garden than they would be in a traditional therapy room. So gardening can increase our balance, it can increase our strength, mobility, range of motion, even hand-eye coordination with weeding or planting a seed. Gardens also bring a sense of familiarity and sensory stimulation from being surrounded by plants. The reward of beauty and harvest, it all plays a part in the process. So, for example, in horticulture therapy, the act of planting a seed or transplanting seedlings can be part of the treatment plan for someone recovering from a stroke. Physiologically speaking, gardening not only pulls us out of our heads, but scientists have found that gardening decreases cortisol, the hormone released when we're under stress. It can lower our blood pressure, our heart rate, and relieve stress. In one study, people performed a stressful task and then were randomly assigned to 30 minutes of either outdoor gardening or indoor reading. And the researchers measured the level of cortisol in their saliva. They discovered that both gardening and reading decreased cortisol, but the decrease were significantly stronger in the gardening group. What's wonderful about the therapeutic and healing effects of horticulture is that it can be used in many diverse settings and situations. Hospitals, rehabilitation centers, youth outreach, recovery programs, nursing homes, prisons, schools, and even demonstration gardens such as the one we're standing in. Research confirms that healthful benefits accrue when people connect with nature and plants by viewing or interacting with them. According to Gardening is Beneficial for Health, a meta-analysis, gardening can improve physical, psychological, and social health, which can, from a long-term perspective, alleviate and prevent various health issues facing today's society. Studies have shown that gardening increases individuals' life satisfaction, vigor, psychological well-being, sense of community, and cognitive functioning. I hope this has inspired you to get your hands in the soil or visit a local garden or green space, such as a nature trail, to experience the myriad healing benefits working with or being around plants has to offer.